Hi. In this video, I'm going to share with you who I work with and the value that I bring to them through the work that I do. I'm a business coach and I work with professionals that range from solopreneurs all the way to CEOs of billion-dollar companies. I've been in the arena of many different teams. I have helped engineering teams, I've helped sales teams, operations from the ground up, exec teams, all sorts of teams. People are people, no matter how you slice it. So, again, that inner dynamic that I mentioned in my first video, there's an inner struggle that we're all going through. We just have bad habits in leadership. We were never given a manual necessarily. Who I work with are people who may or may not be conscious of their inner struggle, whether that's attacking themselves with their inner critics or attacking others with inner critics. The professionals that I work with care deeply about how they show up. They really want their impact to work. And maybe their impact is, let's make this company twice as valuable as it is this year, next year. And in order to do that, a lot of times it's really not about the numbers. People hire me to increase their revenue, and it works, but it doesn't start with what they might think. It starts with the inner dialogue of each individual within the company. And so if that inner dialogue can shift from stress into being just more solid and focused, there's a ton of wasted energy, wasted money, wasted time in what I call drama. And I know you know what I mean. Drama in the workplace. It's not necessary. And the system that I have in place moves it along and changes the drama in a big way. So I love to share that with you. The people I work with care deeply also about being better, about improving themselves so that they can lead their team better, so that their team can lead the other team better, on down the line. To understand better, I'll just share a few stories with you. I was called into a company losing millions of dollars a month. And I went in with my partner and we shored that up in 3 months. And it's not like we had to fire a bunch of people either. We were able to explain this choice model to them so that they could ground in under an understanding of what it is to be a team. And so many of us just don't know how to be a team. Unfortunately, absence of trust is the number one dysfunction in every single team. And so when we can shore that up and create trust, it's a differential, like I say. And from there, we're able to wade into conflict. Well, so many people have the meeting after the meeting, and so many people don't have a voice inside of the meeting. So when I've gone in, I've watched for just a little while, doesn't take me long, and I'm like, okay, that's the quiet one. Oh, that's the bully. I mean, I do have to put people in boxes very intentionally to understand the dynamics. But shortly thereafter, it's shored up. It's like, okay, this is what you want to work on. Oh, why do I want to work on that? Oh, because I can actually be better at my job. So I have gone into companies and I've coached them one-on-one and inside of a team environment. Like, hey, Jack, what are you not saying right now? And Jack's like, oh, we talked about this already, Kate. I know I need to speak up. And then they speak up and they add like very important information that might have been missed. I know it's a lot of times the introverts of the group that they're just like holding back. And so in a way, I give them permission to speak up, to be heard, which increases the innovation and the collaboration. And there's nothing wrong with conflict. We just don't know how to do it. Our culture is very afraid of it in a lot of ways. Lack of commitment, accountability sometimes is why I'm brought in. And it's really just that they just don't have buy-in. They don't feel like they're noticed. They might have a little victimization in there, right? And just sussing that out. Now, on the other end, a lot of times the main leaders of an organization, they have a controller that is an inner critic that is running their stress pattern. And you just pull them out of it, coach them on it, coach them in the team. Leaders go first, right? Leaders go first. Leaders have to show that they are humans. And that gives you a cascade of events where the absence of trust starts to fade and people start to lean in. And then we can build all the way up to the top, which is the whole point. Let's get some results here. Let's clean this organization up in a way where we're not just wasting money. Oh, it's the company card or what have you. What other stories can I tell you? I've worked on this team, I think it was 9 or 10 folks, and it was so culturally diverse. And what was really fun about that team is that they got to know the choice model. The choice model is about you have a choice in how you show up. Are you going to show up in drama and be a drama queen and always have problems and not really listen very well? Or are you going to show up in purpose, clear about what you want on your side of the team, on your representation of the organization? And are you going to be emotionally intelligent? Is it possible for you to empathize? Every once in a while, it's not. In this culturally diverse team, as I was going in, they were starting to understand each other better and respect each other more. And what was really interesting about this, and I've seen it since then, and it's a phenomena, but there was a person that was unable to empathize, and they could not meet their group where the group was. And it became, the whole point of this, it became so obvious that they could not hang with the company. And in the beginning, when I was watching the team, it wasn't obvious. But as everyone sorted themselves out and began to understand that they have a choice in how they show up, it was very obvious who did not have buy-in. Super fun results that may not be expected. What else? I'm looking at my cheat sheet. I was coaching an executive one-on-one, and he's big controller type, right? Just really wants to get things right. The gift of the controller is, man, I can watch this whole thing and I know what tweaks need to happen within the organization. Well, he was grasping. That's what we do in our stress pattern. We grasp. And he was grasping, and I just paused and I had him take a deep breath, which all my clients hate to do when they're grasping. But remember, taking a deep breath clears the cortisol, the stress hormone, from your body. So he took a deep breath, and I said, hey, you're a pilot, aren't you? And he's like, yeah. And I said, and so when you're in a weather event or something uncertain is happening up in the air, do you grip tighter to the controls? Or do you loosen up and take a breath? And he was like, oh. And that was his aha moment. And the aha moments are always the peak experience of a coach. But in that moment, as the owner of a company, a big company in charge of a lot of things, he was able to relax the grip and start to delegate in a way that he never thought was possible. Amazing things have happened. And if any of these stories inspire you, I am happy to talk to you for 15 minutes or so and get to know your story. I am also really interested in team dynamics and bringing the choice model into your company. So to close this, I've got a system in place that gets great results, and I want to share more with you about it. So keep watching my videos or reach out in my calendar and schedule some time with me. I'd love to meet you. Thank you so much again, and I hope to see you soon.